Have you ever wondered why certain events seem to align perfectly in your life, as if the universe itself is orchestrating them? Have you ever thought about someone, only for them to call you moments later? Or have you noticed patterns, repeating numbers, unexpected opportunities, moments of serendipity that feel too precise to be mere coincidence? What if I told you that these are not random occurrences, but rather responses to the energy you are constantly sending out? The truth is, you are in a constant dialogue with the universe, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are you speaking its language clearly, or are you sending mixed signals? In today's journey, we will unravel the secrets of talking to the universe, understanding the science, the philosophy, and the practical tools that allow you to shape your reality with intention. This is not about wishful thinking or blind faith. This is about aligning your energy, your thoughts, and your actions with the frequency of the life you truly desire. Through ancient wisdom, modern science, and real-world applications, we will explore how you can become a conscious co-creator of your destiny. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Where are you tuning in from today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're ready to unlock the power of the universe in your life, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a new insight. Now let's begin. Have you ever felt like life is echoing your thoughts back to you, as if the universe itself is responding to your inner world? Imagine walking through a canyon, your voice bouncing off the stone walls, each word returning to you in perfect reflection. What if I told you that reality works in much the same way? The energy you send out through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs acts as a signal, shaping the experiences that come back to you. This is not just poetic philosophy. It is a fundamental principle of both ancient wisdom and modern science. Throughout history, great thinkers and spiritual leaders have insisted that the world around us is deeply interconnected with our inner world. But today, physics is catching up to what sages have known for centuries. Quantum mechanics has revealed that at the smallest levels of existence, everything is vibrating energy, responding to forces we are only beginning to understand. The pioneering work of physicist Max Planck, the father of quantum theory, showed that everything, your body, your thoughts, even the chair you are sitting on, is energy vibrating at different frequencies. The renowned scientist Nikola Tesla once stated, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." This understanding leads us to two fundamental principles that shape how we interact with the universe, the law of vibration and the law of attraction. These two concepts are the foundation of how we talk to the universe and, in return, how it speaks back to us. Think of a radio station. If you want to hear classical music, you must tune your radio to the correct frequency. Your mind and emotions work in the same way. Each thought carries a vibrational frequency, and the universe responds accordingly, much like a cosmic radio picking up your signal. Scientific studies in neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself based on thought patterns, confirm this principle. Neuroscientists at Harvard have demonstrated that people who practice gratitude regularly show increased activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation. In essence, their brains are physically tuning in to a higher frequency of positive experience. But what does this mean for you? It means that the thoughts and emotions you entertain most often are not just passive reflections of your reality, they are active forces shaping it. If you constantly dwell on worry, resentment, or fear, your body and mind become conditioned to that frequency. Your neural pathways reinforce the pattern, and the universe mirrors it back to you in the form of situations, people, and experiences that align with those emotions. The opposite is also true. When you intentionally shift your thoughts to gratitude, love, and abundance, you are rewiring your brain and adjusting your vibrational frequency to attract more of what you desire. The good news is that you have control over this process. You don't need to be a scientist to test it for yourself. Try this simple experiment. Every morning for the next week, before you even get out of bed, think of 3 things you are grateful for. Let the feeling of appreciation wash over you as if you were standing in the warm sun after a long winter. Observe how your day unfolds. Do you notice a shift in your mood? Do small positive moments seem to find you more easily? This isn't magic. It's the physics of energy in action. Now imagine amplifying this effect by applying conscious intention throughout your day. Instead of allowing circumstances to dictate your emotions, what if you became the architect of your internal state? Picture yourself as a sculptor, shaping your life with the chisel of your thoughts. This is what it means to talk to the universe, to send out a frequency so clear, so aligned with what you truly desire, that the universe has no choice but to respond in kind. A compelling example of this principle in action comes from a study at the HeartMath Institute, which has spent decades researching the electromagnetic energy generated by the human heart. Their findings reveal that emotions like love, appreciation, and joy create a coherent, harmonized frequency in the heart's energy field, which in turn influences the nervous system and even the people around us. This explains why you can feel an immediate sense of peace in the presence of some individuals, while others seem to drain your energy. You are constantly transmitting signals to the universe, and those signals affect not just your life, but the lives of those you interact with. So how can you harness this knowledge to create meaningful change? Start with awareness. Throughout your day, notice the thoughts that dominate your mind. Are they reinforcing a positive frequency? Or are they keeping you locked in a cycle of negativity? The next step is intention. Make a conscious choice to align your thoughts with the kind of life you want to create. And finally, take consistent action. Small habits, such as speaking words of affirmation, visualizing your desired outcomes, and expressing daily gratitude will begin to rewire your brain and shift your vibrational energy. This is not about wishful thinking or blind optimism. It is about understanding the science of energy and using it as a tool to craft a better reality. The universe is always listening. The question is, what are you telling it? As we continue this journey, we will explore how you can refine your communication with the universe using practical techniques, prayer, meditation, visualization, and more. But for now, reflect on this truth. Your thoughts are not just passive reflections. They are the architects of your reality. Speak wisely. Think intentionally. And watch as the universe speaks back to you in ways you never imagined. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, whispering your deepest desires into the wind. Do your words vanish into the void, unheard? Or does the universe, like a great tide, respond in ways unseen, shaping the currents of your reality? The truth is, you are always in conversation with the universe, whether you realize it or not. Every thought, every emotion, every intention you hold is a message being broadcasted outward, shaping the very fabric of your existence. The key is not just to talk to the universe, but to do so with clarity, purpose, and a deep understanding of how this communication works. Throughout history, across cultures and traditions, people have sought ways to connect with something greater than themselves. From the silent prayers whispered in ancient temples to the rhythmic chants of indigenous tribes, from the meditative stillness of monks to the fervent affirmations of modern visionaries, these practices are not random. They are tools, refined over centuries, to align human consciousness with the forces that shape reality. But now, with advances in neuroscience and quantum physics, we are beginning to understand the mechanics behind these age-old practices, proving that they are not just spiritual rituals, but scientifically valid methods of shaping one's life. Take prayer, for instance. In its simplest form, prayer is an act of focused thought, an expression of gratitude, desire, or surrender. Studies conducted at institutions like Duke University and the Mayo Clinic have shown that individuals who engage in regular prayer or spiritual practice exhibit lower stress levels, improved immune function, and even increased longevity. This is not mere coincidence. Prayer, when done sincerely, shifts the brain into a state of heightened coherence, reducing activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fear and stress, while increasing activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area associated with clarity and decision-making. But beyond the biological benefits, prayer is a form of energetic alignment. When you pray with faith and gratitude, you are not just sending a request into the void. You are attuning yourself to the frequency of the very outcome you seek. Similarly, meditation has long been regarded as a bridge between the individual and the infinite. While many associate it with stillness and silence, meditation is, at its core, a way to refine the signals you send into the universe. Studies from MIT and Harvard have demonstrated that long-term meditators exhibit changes in their brain structure, specifically an increase in gray matter density in areas responsible for memory, empathy, and emotional regulation. But beyond the neurological shifts, meditation serves as a tuning fork for the mind, quieting the mental noise that so often distorts our ability to send clear, focused intentions. When you meditate, you are not just sitting in silence, you are recalibrating your vibrational frequency, ensuring that when you talk to the universe, your message is sent with precision. But perhaps one of the most powerful tools of cosmic communication is visualization. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your perfect day, where you are, what you are doing, who you are with. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, hear the laughter of loved ones, breathe in the scent of a world that is unfolding exactly as you desire. This is not just daydreaming, it is a psychological and energetic exercise with profound effects. Neuroscientific research, particularly from studies on elite athletes, has shown that the brain cannot distinguish between an imagined event and a real one. When a person vividly visualizes an action, whether it be sinking a golf putt, playing a piano concerto, or walking confidently into a new opportunity, the same neural pathways are activated as if they were physically performing that act. This means that when you visualize your ideal reality, you are literally training your brain to accept it as possible, aligning both your subconscious mind and the energy you emit toward that outcome. If prayer is asking and meditation is listening, then affirmations are declarations, powerful statements that rewire the subconscious and reinforce the reality you wish to create. When spoken with conviction, affirmations act as a directive to both the mind and the universe, shaping thought patterns and influencing external circumstances. Consider the work of Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese researcher who studied the effects of words and emotions on water molecules. His experiments revealed that when water was exposed to positive affirmations like "I am loved" or "I am grateful," it formed beautiful, harmonious crystalline structures, whereas negative phrases led to distorted, chaotic patterns. Given that the human body is composed of roughly 60% water, the implications are profound. The words you speak both aloud and in your mind are actively shaping your internal and external world. And then there is the practice of writing, a method so simple yet so profoundly effective that it has been used by visionaries, leaders, and creators for centuries. When you write down your desires, whether in the form of a journal entry, a letter to the universe, or a list of intentions, you are translating abstract thought into tangible form, anchoring it in reality. There is something undeniably powerful about the written word. It solidifies intention, gives clarity to desire, and serves as a reference point for progress. A study conducted at the Dominican University in California found that people who wrote down their goals were 42% more likely to achieve them compared to those who merely thought about them. So why not take advantage of this simple yet powerful tool? Each morning, write a statement of gratitude as if your desire has already been fulfilled. Instead of saying, "I hope to find peace," write, "I am deeply at peace, surrounded by love and abundance." Let your words shape your world. The most remarkable thing about these practices is that they are accessible to anyone, anywhere. You do not need advanced degrees in physics or theology to talk to the universe effectively. All you need is awareness, intention, and consistency. Begin small 5 minutes of prayer in the morning, a few moments of quiet meditation before bed, a written affirmation placed where you will see it daily. These are not just empty rituals. They are the language of creation, the tools by which reality is shaped. So now the question is, how will you choose to communicate with the universe? Will you let your thoughts and emotions wander aimlessly, sending mixed signals into the cosmic field? Or will you become intentional, deliberate, and precise in your message? The universe is always listening. The moment you choose to speak clearly, it will begin to respond in kind. And when it does, you will see not through faith alone, but through direct experience that you are not just a participant in reality. You are a co-creator of it. Imagine walking through a grand, ancient library where every book contains the unfolding story of a life yours, mine, and countless others. Each page holds the echoes of past thoughts, choices, and emotions that have shaped what has come to be. Now imagine that in your hands lies a quill, and with it, the power to rewrite the next chapter with intention, clarity, and purpose. This is the reality you live in. You are not merely a character in a story written by fate. You are the author, the architect, the co-creator of your life's unfolding. And the way you talk to the universe determines the plotline you experience. 2. Fully step into this role, we must first recognize the signs the universe sends us. Have you ever experienced an uncanny coincidence, a friend calling you just as you were thinking of them, a door opening precisely when you needed it most, or a repeating pattern of numbers appearing at significant moments? These are not random occurrences. They are synchronicities, the universe's way of whispering back in response to your energy. Dr. Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychological minds of the 20th century, coined the term synchronicity to describe these meaningful coincidences, which he believed were deeply tied to the subconscious mind and the interconnected fabric of reality. Modern research in quantum entanglement supports this notion, suggesting that everything in the universe is interconnected in ways we are only beginning to understand. When you attune yourself to these signs, you develop a heightened sense of awareness, allowing you to navigate life with greater ease and trust. The key is not to dismiss them as mere chance, but to acknowledge them as guideposts, aligning you with your highest path. However, recognizing signs is only one part of the equation. To truly create a life of fulfillment, we must move beyond passive observation and into active alignment. Many people believe that talking to the universe is about making a wish and waiting for the cosmos to deliver. But this is not how reality works. The universe is not a genie granting favors. It is an intelligent, responsive field that mirrors your deepest beliefs and actions. Dr. Bruce Lipton, a leading cell biologist, has demonstrated that human biology itself is influenced by perception. His groundbreaking research on epigenetics reveals that our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs can directly alter the way our genes express themselves. This means that every choice you make, every habit you reinforce, every thought you nurture, physically alters your reality from the inside out. Consider for a moment the difference between two individuals. One wakes up each morning overwhelmed by the weight of yesterday, convinced that life is against them, reinforcing thoughts of limitation and scarcity. The other wakes with gratitude, affirming that today holds endless possibilities, choosing to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Science confirms that these perspectives are not just mental exercises. They create tangible shifts in brain chemistry. Neuroscientists at the University of California have found that people who practice daily gratitude show increased levels of dopamine and serotonin, the very neurotransmitters responsible for feelings of happiness and motivation. Their brains become wired for optimism, and as a result, they take actions that lead to more positive outcomes. This is not wishful thinking, this is biology at work. If we wish to align ourselves with the universe's abundant flow, we must practice energetic consistency. This means that what we desire must match how we feel and act in daily life. Imagine a radio station you cannot tune into a jazz station while expecting to hear classical music. Similarly, you cannot wish for love while carrying resentment or desire financial abundance while constantly affirming struggle. The frequency of your desires must align with the frequency of your energy. One of the simplest ways to cultivate this alignment is through embodied action, acting as if what you seek is already unfolding. If you desire more joy, engage in activities that bring you joy today. If you seek deeper connection, be fully present in your relationships now. Neuroscientific studies on embodied cognition, the idea that our behaviors shape our thoughts just as much as our thoughts shape our behaviors, reveal that by adopting certain physical actions and habits, we can actually rewire our mental and emotional states to align with the reality we wish to create. Of course, there will be moments of doubt, resistance, and setbacks. The path to conscious creation is not without its challenges. But resistance itself is not a barrier, it is a signpost. Just as a river encounters rocks, but does not stop flowing, our own resistance is an invitation to examine where we are holding on to limiting beliefs. Instead of seeing obstacles as proof that the universe is not listening, recognize them as opportunities for growth and refinement. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and the author of Man's Search for Meaning, wrote that between stimulus and response, there is a space where we have the power to choose. That space is where transformation occurs. When life presents resistance, do not react with frustration, respond with curiosity. Ask yourself, what belief am I holding on to that is being challenged? How can I shift my approach? The universe does not say no. It simply redirects us when we are out of alignment with what we truly seek. So how can you integrate all of this into daily life? Begin with small, intentional rituals. Each morning, before your feet touch the ground, set an intention for the day. Speak it aloud, write it down, or simply hold it in your mind as a silent declaration to the universe. Throughout the day, be mindful of your energy. When you catch yourself falling into patterns of negativity, pause, breathe, and shift your focus. Before bed, take a moment to reflect on the day's synchronicities, no matter how small, and express gratitude for them. These simple yet profound practices act as anchors, keeping you aligned with the reality you wish to create. You are not here to merely exist. You are here to create, to explore, to expand. The universe is not separate from you, it is within you, responding to you, co-creating with you. When you talk to the universe, do so with conviction, with awareness, and with the unwavering belief that you are meant to live a life of fulfillment, connection, and purpose. You have been given the pen. Now, what story will you write?